Hello everybody. Welcome at Learning is Fun with Pragya Paramita. Today I am going to tell you about English adverbs. Now, first of all, we have to know the function of adverbs in a sentence, how do we recognize adverbs, and what are the different types of adverbs. I am going to tell you all these in this video. And the most important thing is that sometimes we do some mistakes or error while using adverbs or adjectives in a sentence. So, if you watch the video till the end, you will able to know how to identify adverb, how to use adverb properly, and so on. So, stay with me till the end. Now, let's see what is there. Let's see these sentences first. What is that? He runs quickly, she danced happily, and it's terribly cold. Here you find some words that are written in yellow color. So all these words refers to the manner of action or describe an adjective. That is, here runs quickly, the action is described here. Danced happily, how she is dancing, that is the manner of dancing is referred here. And the terribly cold refers to the how cold or how much cold it is, actually refers to an adjectives. Now, all these words are adverb. An adverb actually can modify a verb, an adjective, other adverb, or adverbial phrases. Now, the point is that how do we form adverb? Often or usually we form adverb by adding ly to the adjectives. Here you find nice, carefully, these words are adjectives actually, and when we wish to make them adverb, we just add ly to these adjectives. Similarly, there are some irregular forms too, where you need not use ly form. That is good, well, fast. All these are the irregular forms of adverbs. Now, the point is that sometimes you may find that many words are written in ly form. But all of them are adverbs? Never. Some of them are adjectives too. That are, you find the words like costly, cowardly, friendly, likely, lonely, ugly, silly, etc. These words are the adjectives, not adverb. Why? If you see the examples, you will understand them. That is, she gave me a friendly smile. But you never write it, she smiled friendly. Why not? I will discuss in my next slide this thing. Now, he gave a silly laugh, but you never say he laughed silly. Now, there are some words, those are same both in adjectives and in adverbs. That is, a fast car goes fast. Here you find the first one is adjective, but the second one is an adverb. Why it is? Now, let's see the difference between adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives, as you know, that describes a noun or pronoun, that is, it's a daily paper and an early train. In both cases, you find the word daily and early actually describe the noun paper and train. Those who have more queries about adjectives, I have 2 videos on adjectives and I will provide the link in the description box below. You may watch them. Now, the adverb is that if you see the next examples, I got up early or it comes out daily, you find that the word early and daily, they are used with verb. They actually describe the verb got up early and daily, that is comes out daily. So, the point is that when you are talking about adjective, they are describing either a noun or a pronoun, and they are used with a noun or a pronoun. But in case of adverb, they are describe either a verb, adjective or other adverb. They are actually used with them. Now, let's see the use of adverb. First, the adverb can modify a verb. Here, you have to put the verb and the adverb there after that. And here is the examples. We will have to think quickly, but we never say not to think quick, because quick is an adjective. So, here you have to use with verb, it is adverb, that is quickly, but you do not do the this thing. Another thing is that she sang badly, that is sang is a verb and badly is an adverb, but you never say sang bad, because bad is an adjective. Similarly, she danced happily into the room. Here, danced is a verb, and to describe that verb, you have to use an adverb happily. But you never say danced happy, because happy is an adjective. Now, adverb can modify an adjective also. That is, you have to use an adverb before an adjective. That is, it's terribly cold today. Here, cold is an adjective and terribly is an adverb that describe how much cold it is. That is terrible cold. But you never say terrible cold, because terrible is an adjective and you never use an adjective to modify another adjective. Similarly, an adverb can modify past participle. That is, you use an adverb with an past participle. The example is that this food is very badly cooked. Here, you cooked is an past participle form of verb. With that, you have to use the adverb badly. But you never say bad cook, because bad is an adjective. Now, another thing is that an adverb can modify another adverb. How? They are playing unusually fast. Here, you never say unusual fast. You know the reason, because here fast, unusual is an adjective, but fast is an adverb. Adverb can modify another adverb. And adverb can modify another adverbial phrases. That is, he was madly in love with her, but you never say mad in love with her, because mad is an adjective. You have to use madly. Now the interesting point is that the placement or the place of adverbs in a sentence. That is, you find here, usually we do not put adverb between a verb and its object. This is the first point you have to know. That is, you may not put, this is the verb and object, you have to put adverb before verb or after object. So these are the two cases. You may not put it in between them, in between verb and the object. Here, I often get a headache, or you may say she speaks well English well. Here you find adverb here placed before verb get in the first example, and in the second example adverb is placed at the end, that is after object, that is English. There are three positions of adverbs in a sentence. Either it may placed at the beginning of a sentence, or in the middle, or at the end. Let's see. Initially, at the beginning of a clause, that is yesterday morning he came here. Yesterday morning is an adverb. And in the middle, I have never understood her. Here never is an adverb, and sometime it may be at the end of a clause, that is what are you doing tomorrow. Here tomorrow is an adverb and is placed at the end of a clause. Now the types of adverbs. There are types of adverbs like adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, adverb of frequency, adverb of degree, connecting adverb, adverb of certainty, and adverb of completeness. These five adverbs, that is adverb of time, place, manner, frequency and degree, they are more important, and these are the minor divisions, that is connecting adverb, adverb of certainty, adverb of completeness. Now let's see them. Adverb of time. What is that? Adverb of time say when something happened. If you ask the question when happened, you get the answer, that is the adverb of time. Now let's see the examples, that is today, afterward, before, soon, already, just, etc. And where do you place them? Mostly in the end, but sometimes they are used in the initial position, where if the adverb is not the main focus. And in indefinite frequency, like often, ever, already, still, in those cases you may use the adverb of time in the middle of a sentence. Now let's see the examples. Here, I am going to Kolkata today. Here the focus is on adverb, that is today. But if I say today I am going to Kolkata, here I am going to Kolkata is the prime motto of the speaker, is talking what is here. Today is not the prime focus. Here she is just gone out. Here adverb is placed in between of a sentence, because just here refers to indefinite frequency. Similarly, I have already paid the bill. Here already the same, the refers to the indefinite frequency, that is why they are placed in the middle of a sentence. Now, adverb of place, that refers to where something happens. And the examples are upstairs, around, here, to bed, out of the window, etc. Now let's see the examples. And here actually adverb of place is used at the end of a clause, but sometime in some literary writing, or where the adverb is not the main focus, in those cases they can be used at the beginning or at the initial positions. Now let's see the examples. The children are playing upstairs. Here upstairs is an adverb and it is used at the end of the sentence. But at the end of the garden there was a tall tree. Here at the end of the garden, this is some literary writing or something. That is why the adverb of place is used at the beginning of a sentence. Now, adverb of manner. Adverb of manner tells how something happens or done. what it is? That is happily, slowly, suddenly, well, badly, nicely, etc. They are describing how the action happened. And the position is it is in the end position sometime, that is she reads the letter slowly. It may be in the middle position, I slowly begin to feel better again. Sometime adverb of manner may be a comment about something, that is that it may be called as the adverb of comment. In that case, the speaker's opinion is referred to there, and that is often go in the middle positions of a sentence. In that case, that adverb can positions in the middle of a sentence. The example is that I stupidly forgot my keys. Here I commenting about my own behavior, that is stupid. For that reason, here the stupidly, the adverb is used in the middle of a sentence. Now the adverb of frequency, that tells us how often something happens. And the examples are always, ever, usually, often, seldom, etc. And they are placed in the mid position after auxiliary verb but before the main verb or only verb. Where there is no auxiliary verb, only verb is used. In that case, they can be placed before verb. But remember that when there is an auxiliary verb, that adverb can placed after auxiliary verb. If you watch the examples, you can understand it more well. That is, I have never seen a whale. Here you find have is an auxiliary verb. So the adverb never is placed between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. That is after auxiliary verb and before main verb, in between them. But in the second example, we usually go for a walk. Here, there in that sentence, there is no auxiliary verb. So, the adverb is used before the main verb go. Now, usually, normally, often, sometime, frequently and occasionally can go at the beginning or end of a clause. You can use these adverbs either at the beginning or at the end of a clause. Usually, I get up early. Here, usually can used at the beginning. But always, ever, rarely, seldom use in the beginning in case of imperative sentences. You use these adverb only in the beginning when the sentence is the imperative one. If you have any question about the sentence types, the sentence based on its purposes, you have to watch my video about the sentences. I will provide the link in the description box below. Now, the adverb of degree. Adverb of degree refers to the qualities which are gradable, that is, that tells how much or in what degree something is happened or something is happening. Here, more, very, rather, they are called the adverb of degree. And the example is, it is going to be very cold, or you looks rather unhappy. Now, adverb of certainty. Adverb of certainty refers how sure you are of something. The adverbs are certainly, definitely, clearly, obviously, probably, etc. And they can placed in the mid position after auxiliary verb and before main verb. Now let's see the example. There is clearly something wrong. Here you find the adverb clearly is placed after auxiliary be verb, that is, and after that is there is clearly something wrong. Now, I certainly feel better today. Here, feel is a main verb and the adverb certainly used before the main verb. Now, maybe, perhaps, usually come at the beginning of a clause. These adverbs, that is maybe, perhaps, you can use them at the beginning of a clause. That is, perhaps her train is late. Or maybe I am right, maybe I am wrong. Here you see that they are used at the beginning of a clause. Now, connecting adverb, they actually joins clause. That is, however, then, next, besides, etc. And some of us want to a new system, however, not everybody agree. Here you find, however, it joins the two clauses, that is, some of us want a new system and not everybody agrees. These two clauses are joined with the adverb however. Now, adverb of completeness, how completely something happens is referred to by it. Here, completely, almost, nearly are the examples of adverbs of completeness. And the example is, it was almost dark. That is, almost is the adverb of completeness. Now, there is a difference between adverb and the preposition. What is that? Here, the prepositions like down, in, up, etc. are used as an adverb and not a preposition. How? When there is an object, it is preposition, but when there is no object, it is an adverb. Now let's see. Here, he is in his office. Here, in is a preposition because his office is an object and it is used with in. So, in is an preposition. But if you say, you can go in, here there is no preposition. In is used with the verb go. That is why it is an adverb. Similarly, she is not up yet. Here, up is an adverb, but something is climbing up my leg. Here, up is a preposition because it is used with an object. Those who have any queries about subject and object, please watch my video about subject and object. I will provide the link in the description box below. Now, I hope you understand all these things. Now, to judge how do you like or how do you understand all these things, let's see the examples and exercises here. Here, I have chosen two sets of examples. First, you have to identify the adverb in the following sentences. And here there are some errors correction here. Correct the following sentences using the adverb properly. So, do it at home. And if you have any queries or any questions, please do comment in the comment box. I will definitely answer them. So, no more today. Thank you for listening and bye-bye.